Sikder Monoare Murshed from the University of Dhaka in Bangladesh. Okay? And Gifu University and the University of Dhaka are partnership universities. So, well, if you like to study in Bangladesh, well, you have a very good chance to go there and study for a year or so. Okay? And I know that some of you in this room going to the States or somewhere, to some universities which are partnership universities with Gifu University. Okay, today, well, we are allowed to call him Sikder. Okay, this is his first name. He is very westernized, so we can call him Sikder, right? First name. And today he is going to talk about everything about Bangladesh. So within, say, 50 to 60 minutes. Okay, after that, you are allowed to raise questions, and some of you are supposed to raise questions. Okay, so let's welcome Sikder with big hands.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so pleased to be here. I just came in Japan. This is my second time, and I just came here just a couple of days before. And I'm very pleased to meet Professor Maki. I think your first name is Hideki, right? So I should call you Hideki.
Yes.
Yes. And we are working together, I think, last 5-6 years, but we did not meet yet. This is first time we meet. We are working online regarding on the Bengali language and also in Japanese language comparative studies, especially on the Bengali sentence. So today I just present you two presentations which is related. One is regarding Bangladesh. I tried to give an idea, a basic idea regarding Bangladesh and as well as in Bengali language, because our subject and our specialization is on the language and linguistics. And this is the first map. You saw the location of Bangladesh. It's a very small country, very small country. There is two borders in Bangladesh. One is India and another one is Myanmar. And that is the China is also very close to Bangladesh. And I came here through China.
You can use this one to point in.
Okay.
This one. And now if you push this button, the page goes.
This one. So I came from here to Kunming here, then here to Shanghai, then Shanghai to Osaka, Osaka then here. And it's far away from Bangladesh to Japan. You can look the way. And now I would like to present some basic information regarding Bangla language. I just finished about the introduction of Bangladesh, and Bangla is the national language of Bangladesh. Bangla is the official language of Bangladesh. It's the language of 98% people of Bangladesh out of 160 million. We have just 3 million people used 30 different languages. And I actually work on that language called indigenous languages of Bangladesh. I did my PhD on the indigenous language of Bangladesh. And I also did my postdoc on Bangla language, especially the language learning process and related things. So the speaker all over the world of Bangla language and 280 millions. So now we can calculate. You can minus 160 from here. Then you will get 120 million people, which is all over the world. And the 10 million to 11 million is in India. I should inform you in our early slides. Okay, I'll go there. Next one. So area of Bangladesh is Bangladesh spoken area, and then West Bengal in India. There is about 10 million people. 100 million. Sorry, 100 million people in India, and all over the world other 1 to 200 million people. Yes. Assam, Bengali, and other related. Bangla language is, according to the mother language, its position is the 5th in the world. Because there is a lot of peoples, they don't have mother language in English, but they used to in English. There is a lot of peoples in India, their mother language is not Hindi, but they used to Hindi. So according to the mother language, the Bangla language position is 5th. Here, I can show the thing. Actually, this is Bangladesh, this one, you understand? This area is Bangladesh. So this is the area of Bangla language, and this area is the West Bengal of India. And this is Assam. And this is some other part of the Meghalaya or other states of India, this light color, this part and this part. And all over the world, also in the Middle East and the Europe and other countries also, more than I think 10 million people stay there, more than 10. So the mathematics is like this: 160 million in Bangladesh, 110 millions in India, and rest of the 10 millions in the all over the world. The language is about 1,500 years old. This is the origin of this language is Magadhi Apobvangsho, a sub-branch of the Indo-European language family. This is the important thing because we got our first script of Bangla language, which is written in about 8th century. The oldest one. Maybe before that there is other things, but we did not get it. So the thing is approximately this is not within this, maybe it's more, maybe Bangla language is started in the 2000 BC, 200 BC. So we think just it's at least 1,500 years old. This is the picture of Indo-European language family. There is, oh, it's changing. This should be here, this should be here. Anyway, you understand. I think this one is this area, and this is this area, and this is this area. So this Shotom came from Indo-European languages, and then Aryan, then Prakitos, then Magadhi, then Bengali. Actually, this should came in like this. So the thing is, the Indo-European language we know it came out about 5,000 years before Jesus Christ born. The age of this Indo-European language started, and it's the area of the origin is in. There is a lot of controversial things related, but we know it's very close to the Kyrgyzstan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq. It's called the Mesopotamia civilization, close to that. And there is two great rivers named Tigris and Euphrates river. It is in close to Iran, Iraq, and a part of Russia. Once upon a time, now it's Kyrgyzstan. And that area is famous for green grass. It was a level land and that was famous for green grass. And the Aryan people live that areas before 5,000 years before Jesus Christ born. So they stay that areas, and one interesting thing, they can control the horse and they can go from here to another place through this horse. They use this as a vehicle, and their culture and their language is very, very rich. So that in the European people, it's not my topic, so I just finish it. Few people went in the Europe and few people came in the Indian subcontinent, especially in the Afghanistan, Pakistan and India, and now also as well as Bangladesh also. So that's why the European language and the English, the French, the German language and the Bengali language, both are same language family. That is one of the reasons. They started from there and they go this way Europe and this way in India, Bangladesh and India this way. So it's happened I think 3,000, 5,000 years before. And that's why it's changed a lot. But the origin is the same. And one of our great linguist, he works, actually he's not a linguist, he was a historian. He works in the Asiatic Society of Bengal in the year 1785. Sir William Jones. He's a very famous. He was the member of the Asiatic Society. He is also famous for the historical and related history of the linguistics languages. He find that he knows very well in I think the Greek and Latin. He knows very well Greek and Latin, and he came in India as a judge of the government. Then he tried to learn Sanskrit language. After learning Sanskrit language, he found that there is a similarity between these two languages. Like I can I use this?
Sure.
Serpe is the Latin word. It means snake. And the Sanskrit word is sharpo. You can clearly found the thing which Sir William Jones found. This is one example. He found lot of this. Serpe is a snake. This is a word in Latin. And then this is Sanskrit word is sharpo, and this is Bengali word is sharp. This was, I think, 2000 years before Christ. This was 1000 years before Christ, and this was after BC. This was 500 years. So it's changing time is lot of. But these two languages are very close time, but in different places. One is the Europe, another one is the Asian subcontinent, especially the South Asia. This is the interesting thing found Sir William Jones, and that's why now we said the Indo-European language family for both the European and for us. So then after this Aryan, this Prakrit, here is important thing in this part of the language. You look, there is besides this Sanskrit and Prakrit. What is the difference between these two parts? Actually, this line is this two. This is this, and this is this, and this is this. It should be here. So at the same time, there is two languages used in the Indian subcontinent. It's this 1000 years before Jesus Christ, and this is called Sanskrit. Another one is Prakrit. This language used by the upper classes of the society, the Brahman, and this language used by the mass people, general people, the scheduled caste people. There is the political and cultural power. There is the people who just work, they don't have any power. They used to write books, they used to write poem, they used to write lot of things, but they are not educated, they don't know anything how to write. They make a restriction for this language, Sanskrit, that it will not be changed. They make a rules. The one of our great and old grammarian, his name is Panini. He born 500 years before the Jesus Christ, and Panini makes some rules. It's called 8 chapters rules. That you should not do this, you should not do this, you should not do this. This rules is like that. But you know, language in our speech, in our mouth, it's not possible to make rules. It goes its own ways. Like you cannot make barrier for the rivers. So they make some rules and they say you should not do this, and it is blocked in the books only, not used to in the people's mouth and everyday life. That's why this Sanskrit is they make his books, and now all over the world there is very few people use Sanskrit. Only 100 to 200 families live in Nepal and India to use this language. Just 100 families, not more than that. And they cannot go outside to talk with the people like this way. Yeah. So this language is dead language, and this is the living language this way. Because mass people, they don't take care about the books and other things, the rules. They said, what we feel we'll do, what we feel we'll say, like this. So this language came in Prakrito people and this Magodhi, and then it's changing. At the same time, we found the other language in our subcontinent. It came from this same way. It's like there is Hindi, there is maybe Urdu, there is maybe some other languages. Maithili, Ohomia, all of our other Indian languages, also as well as Nepalis. This came actually from these areas. So Sanskrit is a dead language like Greek and Latin. The both are dead languages. No one can use this nowadays, but you can read the book. There is also Pali language. At the same time, it's for the Buddhist, you know, the religious practice and other things. So the language has 3 stage development in Bangla language. The old Bengali is from here to here, this period. We found the Chorjapad, which is the 9th century, 8th to 9th centuries, by Barai's poet. It's not written by a single poet. Interesting thing. We found this inscription in the library of Nepal. We found this inscription. Mystic poet. Actually, this is not the literature. They write something regarding the Buddhist, I call practicing things, like I can pronounce something related from Chorjapad. It's called Ka Tarubar Panchobidal Chonchol Chiye Poita Kal. This is the right. It's Kaya, it means our body. Tarubar, it's like tree. It's 5 branches. Actually, this is the things related with the Buddhist religious matter. Chonchol Chiye Poita Kal. It means we feel very scared in our inside. So be cool. Time will solve your problem. Actually, it's the word regarding the Buddhist and other things came from the Buddha. Yeah, interesting. So then the Middle East is like something that this time actually ruled by the Muslim government. So there is a lot of things. One is Sri Krishna Kirtan we found in 14th century, which is related to the Hindu religious factors. The great Sri Krishna, the Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and his works, and his it's called prayer. It's the name of these things, the prayer for the Bhagavan Sri Krishna. It's called Sri Krishna Kirtan. Kirtan means prayer. But this story is not like that. This is a romantic love story. If I got chance, then in future I will tell this is interesting love story in the history of Bengali language in early days, and which is actually all of our middle and old age literature is very much close to literature, but exceptional this one, and there is another one which is not in actually religious related. It's a matter of human beings. It's a cry for a woman for waiting for his lover, her lover. What she can do, what she feel for her lover. That is the things mainly. Yeah. So it's a story, but this is not the story. And this is our old Bengali inscription. You can look it here. I think it should go down. Anyway, the third part is actually is here. It's after 1000. This one. This is the modern part. Till now, it's going on. I should go quick. There few Bengali language researchers is Shohidullah, Muhammad Shohidullah. His work on history of Bengali language. The Sunil Kumar Chattopadhyay. Sunil Kumar Chattopadhyay is the origin and development of Bangla language. It's an English book named ODBL. Famous is ODBL. Then Sukumar Sen, Middle and Aryan Lace, and then Pavitra Sarkar and Abul Kalam Munjir Murshed. He was my supervisor in my PhD supervisor. And Humayun Azad also, of our great writer and linguist, but he died in 2004. Some fundamentalist attacked him, and after that he took treatment in the Singapore. He was fine, but when he was in Germany, that time suddenly he did. Our scripts is something like that, and this is the thing came from this Brahmi, Nagri, Kurti, then Bengali. It's like this way. This one is here, and this one is here. So the Brahmi and Nagri, it came Kutil Lipi actually. This is the Bengali, came from the Kutil Lipis. This is our alphabet. It's our vowel. This is O, A, E. This is 2. This is E, this is E. This is short E, this is long E. O, A, E. This is long E. U, this is long U. You look the difference between this area. This is 2, this is 1. One tail, this is 2 tail. And this is, you look, this is all the same. This is like something here. This is free. This is A. This is Oi. A, Oi. This is a conjugal verbs. O. So we have actually 7 basic vowels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is no symbol of another vowel which we don't use any symbol, but we pronounced A. We don't have any A, but we say we used to A. There is our consonant Ko. The first one is Ko. Kho, Go, Gha, Ngo. This is nasal. All these are nasal. Yo, no, mo, mo. These two are same. The symbol is different, but its pronunciation is almost same. So ko, kho, go, gho, ngo. This is unvoiced. This is voiced. Ko, kho, go, gho. This is short. Oh. This is long. This is also long. So this is the things in our alphabet we used to. Nowadays we try actually not pronounce all of our alphabets. Sometimes we like this one we did not use, this one we did not use. Almost it is this one shaw, this one shaw, this one shaw. This is three shaws. Actually this is one and this is another one. Like this is shosha, this is cucumber. This is basha, this is house. Basha, shosha, shosha, basa. And this is haw, the long one haw. Our prominent writer in the early years, some Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, then Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. He is the writer of the grammar. He is the writer of our also in it's called some important prose. And then Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Then also Dinbandhu Mitra for the drama. He is famous for the drama. Sharat Chandra for the novel. And Humayun Ahmed for the novel in Bengali language. He just died 2012, and he is the famous, ever famous writer in our history, all over the Bengali people in the subcontinent and globe. The NHK make a documentary of 20 minutes with him, this Humayun Ahmed, and he died for the colon cancer. But he writes, I think, 300 novels, and it's famous. He was a billionaire to write novel. You cannot believe his one novel, when published at a time, within 7 days, more than I think 1 million sale. All over the people. People are getting crazy to buy this book. He was so famous. He was not only the writer, also he make film, famous filmmaker, drama maker. Yeah. But unfortunately, just 2 years before he died in New York. So Rabindranath Tagore and Nazrul, I already talked about this. So we don't have enough time, so I think we go. There is one of our famous poet in Jivanananda Das. He write a different types of poem related to our nature and related to the anxiety and frustration of the human beings, which is different than these two. He is the same as with this one, with this Jivanananda Das. Yeah. So he is also very famous in our history of our literature. So image